Shocking video shows nightmare fly-infested home as distressed woman, 24, cries out for help and resorts to sleeping in pop-up tent in parks. A woman is desperate to move house, after her home was plagued by a fly infestation. Katie Wilson, 24, from Cheltenham, has been sleeping in a tent in parks and sofa surfing after the infestation, feeling panicked at the prospect of returning to her flat. The infestation was linked to another home and began in her ground floor flat in August, owned by Cheltenham Borough Homes. She explained or reported the problem to Cheltenham Borough Homes, who sent a contractor 2 days later, and a proper fumigation was not carried out as he arrived with a can to kill the flies. A contractor also came out to seal the area where the flies were coming in, but it did not work and they said I should not be staying there. The 24-year-old left her home for a few days and stayed with a friend to avoid the chemicals being used to get rid of the flies. But the problem was not eradicated, and when she came back, she saw flies on the windows of her home. She claims she got in touch with Environmental Health, who advised her to collect video evidence. Katie said, "I had to go to the flat to get the video evidence. When I got to the door, I saw flies covering the windows of the kitchen and bathroom. I had to go in there and take video of all the rooms which were covered in green and blue bottle flies. I have nightmares of what happened, and I feel panicked at the thought of having to go back there now." About 2 weeks later, after my sister complained, a proper fumigation was carried out, but they left all of the dead flies there. Just after it happened, I was told by Cheltenham Borough Homes to go to speak to my housing officer, who was at another flat at the time. She spoke to her housing officer about the issue, but claims that she was laughed at and not taken seriously. The 24-year-old said she felt the situation was not handled correctly. Katie said, "That day I did not know whether I was coming or going, because I did not know what to do. When I did speak to my housing officer, I was very distressed and stressed, and she just laughed at me when I told her I had been speaking to Environmental Health and a manager at Cheltenham Borough Homes, but she just walked off." Now, the 24-year-old is desperately trying to move house. She said, "I cannot live there anymore. If this had happened to one of them, I do not think they would be able to stay there either."